Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you for braving this Florida weather. Whew. That is something. Those of us here in the sanctuary, those of us watching on live stream, if you're on live stream, I hope that you're like in a blanket on your couch with popcorn, watching us. I'm a Floridian. I don't remember it being like this. I feel like it was just had those micro storms, you know, a little storm that lasted from like at like 4 or 5, and it lasted for like 20 minutes, and then you were done. It was humid and gross, but it wasn't like this.
Well, you see, there's a cold front that is stalled over the middle part of Florida, and it's bringing up all of the moisture from the... I know I'm right.
So you should know that you know that Cantor Muchnick's resume is very extensive. He is a cantor. He's a moil. He's a doctor. And he's a meteorologist. So I don't know if you knew all of these things, but he is actually a meteorologist. He is fascinated by weather, and he is very rarely wrong. I think he's maybe better than most meteorologists who are on TV. He's like, it's coming. It's going to be here in 3, 2, and it rains. It's really incredible. So if you know anyone who needs some singing lessons, some moil assistance, if you will, or if you're a doctor, although I would not ask for meds from him, or anyone who wants to do the weather, Cantor Muchnick's your guy.
I'm your guy.
Yeah, he's your guy. Well, that's why we love him. That's why we love him, because of the weather. Yes. That's right. Hope you had a lovely week. If you had not a lovely week, I hope that you are reflecting on that week and prepared to let go of that week. Maybe it was not great. Maybe it was great. And so we can make the decision in the next 25 hours or so of how we're going to breathe out and breathe in these next hours that we get to spend together, studying and learning, and hopefully being with some family and or contacting family and eating and sleeping, all of those beautiful things that we do on Shabbat. So if you're here first time, many times, a reminder, your siddur is under your seat. Make sure you grab it. Make sure that the binding says Shabbat on it, not weekday and festival, because those always float around. And we're going to invite Rita up to light our Shabbat candles. We are on page 2.
Give light to all who behold them. So may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
We're going to continue now, sweetening our time together, our Shabbat, on page 5 with Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei piri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava v'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit. Ki hu yom techila levikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Ki banu v'charta, v'otanu kidashta, mikol amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava uvratzon. In Chaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
Chaim. What was that? I think it was juice, right?
I don't know what it was.
We're going to continue sweetening our Shabbat, maybe not with the Kiddush wine, but with our presence in our community and the words within Kabbalat Shabbat of Psalm 98, the words of Zamru, which can be found on page 16 in your Siddurim, page 16. We talk about bringing Shabbat into our midst. We talk about finding ways on Erev Shabbat to enhance our time together, the challah that we eat, and the prayers that we chant together, the conversations that we have, the study that we have. We always discuss that, and the idea, perhaps in a more Kabbalistic way, is that we enhance those moments because the Shabbat bride shows up. A Shabbat bride shows up into our midst to enhance those moments with us. There's actually a drash, if you will, a story that says that the bride, if you will, has this long braided hair, and that is also why challah is braided. It is the connection in that same way that the bride is amidst our presence. And so we're going to invite her into our midst like we do every Kabbalat Shabbat. All around the world we invite the presence of this kala, of this bride, into our space, into our lives, into our community with the words of Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi can be found on page 20 and 21. We'll be doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. When we get to 9, we'll be standing and facing the door to officially invite her into our presence. 1, 2, 5, and 9, pages 20 and 21, Lechadodi.
Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'nimor echad hishmi'anu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shemu tiferet v'helitzila. Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha ki hi mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri ki ba'orech kumi ori shidaberi kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom atzeret bala gam b'simcha u'v'tzola tochem unei am segula. Boi chala lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Elai, 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 Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Please be seated. We continue now with Chatzi Kaddish, which can be found in your Sidurim on page 26.
Yitkada ve'yitkada shemei rabba bilma divrach yirte v'yamlich bachute becha yechon v'yom mechon v'chaydechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kari ve'imeru Amen. Yeheshmei rabba bevorach Le'olam lol mehamaya yitbarach ve'ishtabach v'yitpar v'yitroma v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudesha v'richu le'ela min kol bechata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran me'olma ve'imeru. Amen.
Are we awake? Are we prepared to move on with our service? Are we ready to stand and be in this moment and be called to our worship? We continue with the Baruch Hu, page 28, and together we stand.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? La 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 la, 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 la 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 la. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam moed, le'olam moed. La 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 la, 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 la 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 la
We thank God for making night, Mariv Aravim, on page 30. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhma poteach she'arim, b'tvona meshane itim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'msader et hakochavim b'mishmerotem b'rakia kirtzono. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. Let's continue on page 33. At the bottom, we'll alternate paragraphs. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. 34:35.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue on page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, מהיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohechem Emet. We continue on the top of page 39 in your Sidurim, and let's read together. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we stood before ever at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt. There's a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Micha Mocha on page 40.
זכרה ובניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם מועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא עושה, נורא עושה, אדוני ימלוך לעולם מועד.
ונאמר כי יפדה אדוני את יעקב וגואלו מיד חזק ממנו. Baruch atah Adonai Gaal Yisrael. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. We continue, let there be love, page 42.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Ashivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Ashivenu, Lishalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Ashivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Ashivenu, Lishalom. Ashivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Ashivenu, Lishalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm.
We continue now with the Amidah on page 46 in your Sidurim, and together we stand.
Adonai sifatai tiftachu fia gitehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el, Hagadol, Hagibor, v'Hanora, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו מאהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, מי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
We take some time now for our own silent prayers, thoughts, and meditations, beginning here on page 52 through page 62. Whenever you're finished, please be seated. Page 62.
Adonai,
As the sun is going down right now, actually, with the dark clouds helping for the darkness, but the sun is going to go down eventually. We are entering the 5th day of Elul. Elul is the month that leads us into the high holidays. And so it's the beautiful time for the reflection and all those beautiful things. It is also the time that the clergy is fully nervous about what's coming in the next couple of weeks. And so here we are in the month of Elul. Those of you maybe who have tuned in to daily reflection of Elul, you could have opted in through Shul Cloud, or you can go to Facebook. Actually, Facebook is showing them on our Facebook page. You can tune in every day. There's a thoughtful statement, except for Shabbat. So there was one today, there won't be one tomorrow, but there will be one, I think there'll be one on Sunday. And so you can join us for these reflections of Elul. One of the things, an imagery that is part of Elul is this idea that a sovereign, like a king or a queen, are kind of drawing closer to a field, if you will. They're about to set the field up, because that's what the high holidays are going to be for us, this idea of this presence of a sovereign drawing closer and closer to us. And that's really lovely. It allows us to think of us drawing closer to ourselves, to our community, but it's also can be overwhelming, because it's time for us to do this introspection. It's time for us to do this reflection. And dare I say, it could be full of fear, actually. The word awe, if you will, the days of awe are coming, and awe can be like awe as in like wow, but awe can also be scary and overwhelming and full of fear. In fact, lots of the liturgy that you'll hear the cantor chanting often has fear and dread in the language also, because these are very serious moments for all of us, and so there can be some fear in these moments. So the Torah portion this week also connects. The Torah portion of Shoftim. It is a great Torah portion. Which means a shofet is a judge, if you will. It talks about judges. And so it's preparing the Israelites, if you will. And there's a great line in it, actually. It says, "For it is the eternal, your God, who marches with you. Do not be faint-hearted or afraid." So it's almost like the liturgy kind of knew we were going to be in Elul. It did. And the liturgy also knew that we were nearing this time of the high holidays. And so all of it sort of fits together to let you know that God is with you even in these fearful moments, perhaps. And so it's almost as if before like the plan we have in Elul, or before any of these things connect to us, we actually are asked to have, because what comes with fear? Courage. We're asked to have some courage as we enter this new year. Courage to make changes, courage to think of new things, to let go of all of our old things. And so because of that, we have this spiritual growth. And it's almost like we're preparing for this, a battle, if you will, maybe an internal battle. And so also in this week's Torah portion, there's one of my most interesting pieces of text I find in all of the Torah is in this week's Torah portion in Shoftim. It talks about if you're going into battle, because there's preparations for the possibility of the Israelites to go into battle. And there are a couple of things that the text says. If you are in the middle of these things, if you will, or if you're about to do these things, you don't have to go to battle. It says there are a couple of exceptions in this week's Torah portion. So it says this: if you just built a house, you don't have to go into battle. If you just planted a vineyard, you don't have to go into battle. If you just got married, you don't have to go into battle. So those are the three of the four. So again, if you built a house, you're clear. You can say, you know what, I was called up for battle, but I can say, you know what, I can't go, I just finished building this house, so I don't have to go. The next is, you're going to battle, you can say, I don't have to go to battle, I just finished planting a vineyard. And the third one is that says, I just got married, so I don't have to go. And what's the fourth one? According to Jewish text, it says, why don't you have to, the excuse, if you are, for going to battle is if you're afraid. is what the text says. If you're afraid, you don't have to go into battle. And the Torah recognizes that not everyone is ready for every battle, if you will. Maybe the battles aren't actual battles. Maybe they're battles we're having within us. Maybe we're wrestling with ourselves about the last year. Maybe we're wrestling with what's coming. Maybe we're nervous about what's coming. So there can be bigger conversations about those four pieces, obviously, for us, if we had more time to unpack each of them. But clearly, what the Torah wants us to reflect on is, are we ready for these battles coming up? And what it does show us, based on the text, is that it's not weakness. That fear is not weakness. Sometimes it's just honesty and humanity. Sometimes we're afraid. Sometimes we're afraid of things. And so Elul, I think, shows us, as we are now in this month for just into five days as the sun goes down, that we're actually called to face ourselves and to find the courage. How are we going to do that? Sometimes we just come to the high holidays and we're like, oh, here's the day, we're showing up, we're going to sit down, we're going to read from the Machzor, and we'll listen to the music, it's very pretty. But are we going to truly find the introspection, to find the connection for ourselves when we are called to face ourselves and to find the courage? We're also permitted, the text says, based on the pieces, by the way, we're permitted to step back and realize that maybe we need some help. Maybe we're afraid, and so we do need community. We do need the people around ourselves. Sometimes we have to have that famous word that's throughout our high holidays, teshuvah. We have to find a way to turn ourselves around and return somewhere. So we have all this ability to be equipped. It's also, the text reminds us, about readiness and about honesty and about our heart. Because when you go into the high holidays and we say we're honest with each other, but we're not, there's an inauthenticity about that. We have to enter the holidays with this authentic idea. And so the battlefields that the text talks about, the wars, if you will, that the text actually talks about, maybe are really just our own battles, our own personal ones, like I mentioned. Maybe it's old patterns. Maybe it's the thing we told ourselves last year, I'm going to fix this, and we don't. Maybe it's guilt, a piece of guilt that we've dragged on into ourselves to not talk to someone or to not do something. Maybe it's a broken relationship that we are just leaving broken. It's okay. We're not going to fix it. And so the Torah reassures us that we do not go through these struggles by ourselves. We're not alone. We're together in our community. And so when I invite all of us to examine these battlefields, if you will, not the physical ones that we're running into, but the ones that we're dealing with ourselves as we just creep into Elul, which means that the holidays are around the corner. And so here are the three things I want to leave you as we think about Elul and this Torah portion. I would invite us to listen deeply to what's going on around us and ourselves. I'd suggest that we take steps forward in thinking about the new year, but take these steps bravely as we're going into this personal transformative battle. And maybe the most important is trust. Trust that we can do it. Trust that we can change. Trust that we can move forward. And also trust, by the way, that you're not doing it by yourself. Trust that you're doing it with the people around you, with your loved ones, with your friends, with your family, with your congregation. And so on this Shabbat, on the Shabbat of Shoftim, where we're judging ourselves, where we're reflecting, where we're listening, where we're taking these brave steps, where we're trusting ourselves, I invite all of us, as we look at the Shabbat candles and we think about these hours ahead of relaxing for Shabbat, that we allow and breathe in the courage to begin. We allow and think about our returning to begin into the high holidays, and a little courage to dream about what the next year will look like. So may this Shabbat and Elul allow us to open us up to transformation and to bring us together with honesty and with deep community. Shabbat Shalom. We are now going to think of those in our community who are in need of healing, physical, emotional, or spiritual healing. We are thinking of Aviva Bat Israel V'chaya, Lillian Angel, Angela Pell, Robert Arnold, Lillian Barros, Tori Bendel, Gary Bendel, Terry Bobro, William Broom, Lauren Karajan, Janet Cohen, Linda Colville, DJ Deal, Elijah Deal, Xavier Deal, Nelson Duncan, Alexandra Frankel, Beverly Goldstein, Maya Horowitz, Paul Callender, Sharon Callender, Rhoda Kortner, June Ladner, Jeffrey Levitt, Marty Mayer, Michael Medoff, Julian Meyer Middleman, Lydia Nahum, Heather Nitch, Carol Porwich, Lauren Quinn, Beth Rivenkind, Linda Sachs, Jennifer Marie Salad, Joshua Levi Salad, Barbara Scheiber, David Schwartz, Miriam Schumacher, Karen Silver, Sheila Smith, Robert Solomon, Ella Versu, Heather Zakin, Joel Zakin, Michael Zoll. To those names, we had any name that you'd like to add at this time.
Shoshana Malka Basima Golda, Mark Racco.
Mishberach 253 in your Siddurim. 253.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
Some announcements. Tonight's Mazel Tov to our 3 B'nai Mitzvah tomorrow here at Congregation B'nai Israel. Elliot Nachemson, Levi Mann and Harper Appman. Those will be happening all tomorrow. Because there are 3 tomorrow during the day, there will be no 8:30 service tomorrow morning. So if you do want to come and worship with us here at Congregation B'nai Israel, you have 3 chances. Join us for all 3 if you'd like to. We will be here for all 3, so you can hang out with us for all 3 of them if you'd like. You can just stay, because I might, it's raining, and then I'll just stay for the whole day tomorrow. There's challah, I'll be fine. So 10 o'clock service, noon service, and 5:30 service. You're welcome to join us for any and all of those services. Shabbat, 8:30 will return the following week. On September 12th at 5:30, we're having new members are invited to join us for dinner prior to Shabbat services. We hope you'll be able to join us. So if you are a new member, join us for that dinner September 12th. On the 13th, we begin your high holiday journey with Slichot. We are doing a very special Slichot program. We will be doing Slichot like we usually do, but we'll be adding something called a sound bath for the soul. It starts at 7:30. Step away from the noise of the outside world and join us for an evening of reflection, forgiveness, and spiritual preparation. It's going to be a really, really lovely evening. If you have not already registered, please do so. We have at least 50 or 55 people already registered for it. So not that many spots actually left. So please register if you'd like to come. Come make Rosh Hashanah bags on Wednesday the 17th from 4 to 6 if you'd like to join us. And then don't forget, the high holidays are coming, but still there's still Maj if you want to play Maj. Don't worry. And that's on Thursdays. It's on Thursdays at 10:30 and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. and Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. If you've not registered for holiday tickets yet, please do so on your Shul Cloud account. If you need any questions about that, please let us know. You can hear more about this from me a lot. But October 23rd through 26th is the global JNF, the global JNF conference, the Jewish National Fund USA global conference is here. It's at the Diplomat out in Hollywood, right here. So please join us. It's going to be an incredibly fabulous couple of days. We're going to talk about hopefully taking some buses down there if you want to, for certain day trips if you want. It's going to be really, really fabulous. So that is coming up. And we're also, as part of our social action initiative, as we always do, different items. We are collecting hurricane supplies and, of course, our non-perishable items and toiletries for our little free pantry. So lots of nice things coming up. Anything else you want to say, Cantor Muchnick? He's very excited about this Slichot. He's been really working really hard. It's going to be a really beautiful evening. So you should really join us. Anything else? Yes. Leaving Eastern Parkway is the book club, and it's what date? October 23rd. Nice. All right. October 23rd. Thank you. Okay. You read it already? You finished it? Is it good? All right, good. Okay. Better than the Giraffes? No, the Giraffes was a good book. I read Giraffes. The Giraffes was a good book. Okay. We're going to begin to conclude our service. Elenu can be found on page 283 and 282 in your Sidurim, 282, and together we stand.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגאור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומתרחבים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו ושמו אחד.
We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. Zichronam livracha. May their memories be for a blessing. In the period of Shiva, the immediate 7-day mourning period, we think of Ida Friedrich, and in Shloshim, we think of Elliot Porowich and Sloan Kasten. Our yortzites for us this week: Gary Baker, Philip Bass, Frederica Berliner, Richard Blyer, Alan Brill, David Bushell, Mary Chazen, Bertha Cohen, Marilyn Cohen, Jack Fine, Isaac Foster, Stuart Gallers, Geraldine Gershon, Adam Hefner, Saul Herschel, Gil Hollander, Sophie Hollander, Vera Israel, Abraham Canterman, Charles H. Kenny, Gertrude Lieberman, Jeffrey Pearl, Thomas Perigo, Arthur Perkins, Henry Raffan, Debbie Robbins, William Rosenberg, Robert S. Schwartz, Esther Shaw, Wilfred G. Stark, Robert Tankus, Mitchell Tanzer, Stanley Wiener, Barton Wiseman, Joyce Weissman, Zelda Weissman. To those names, read any name that you'd like to add at this time. Kaddish Tom, Mourner's Kaddish, 294. Yitkadal v'kadash shemei rabah, be'alma divrach cherutei, ve'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'meichon v'chayot v'b'tis Yisrael, b'gala v'zman karev v'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabah mevorach le'olam olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitparah v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitala shmei l'kudesha brichu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yesh lamo rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel. As together we say, amen. Please be seated. We conclude our service on this Erev Shabbat with Filat HaDerech. You can follow along if you'd like in your Sidurim 345.
May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in and compassion find our way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen.
May God give strength unto our people, continue to bless us with hope and strength and love and peace. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom.